In this video, we are going to look at exponentiation. We're going to look at what an exponent really is, okay, and then what properties they have. So when I talk about exponents, what I'm talking about is a number that looks like this. If I have x to the n, okay. So what this is a product of n x's. So to give an example, if I have x cubed, right, x to the third, that is x times x times x. If I have x to the 1, that's just x. If I have x to the 0, and this is kind of an identity we'll talk about later, but x to the 0 is actually just 1. Any number raised to the 0th power is 1. So when we talk about it, about exponents, this number, the x, we refer to this as the base. The n is the exponent, and the entire thing is the power. Okay. One thing that comes up a lot with exponentiation that I have to be careful of is order of operations. So if I have 4x cubed, this means, remember your PEMDAS, right? Some people use PEMDAS, some people use GEMDAS instead. So the idea is you do parentheses or grouping symbols, and then you do exponents, then you do multiplication and division, then you do addition and subtraction. So here, there's no grouping symbols. So I do my exponentiation first, and then I do my multiplication. So this is 4 times x times x times x. This is as opposed to if I had 4x to the third with grouping symbols or parentheses around 4 times x. Then what I'm taking to the third power is 4 times x. So I have 4x times 4x times 4x. Okay, so these two things are not the same. They are different. The same goes for signs. If I have negative x to the third, this is negative x times x times x. So if it was negative 2 to the third, 2 to the third is 8, and then we would take the negative and say, okay, I have negative 8. Whereas instead, if I had negative x cubed, this is negative x times negative x times negative x, okay? Because we do the negative times the x first, and then we do the power. So if I have 2 times 3 to the fourth, what would this be? So I would recommend if you're watching this video for the first time, pause it, try out this problem. Okay, so this gives us 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 81. 2 times 81 is 162. Here's another one to try. Again, pause the video if you want to try it yourself. This is going to give us negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, because again, the negative is inside the exponents. So this is going to give me positive 16, since I have a negative times itself 4 times, even number of times. Finally, let's try 7 to the 5th. This one you might need a calculator for, but you would end up getting 16,807 if you did it correctly. Okay, so that's how you do exponentiation, and if you check out the next video, we'll talk about properties of exponents.